North Korea. Now, they've been in the news a little bit lately, but they've been overwhelmed here by other things. But North Korea is on the minds of those at the Heritage Foundation, has been for months now. They have been reading research, insightful information at askheritage.org for some time. Members have been doing this. Long before state-controlled media picked up the story on North Korea, the Heritage Foundation was producing and releasing a film called 33 Minutes. 33 minutes is the length of time that it would take for a ballistic missile launched from North Korea to reach a U.S. city with devastating effects. 33 minutes. But don't worry, Obama's working on it. Don't want to control anything. This documentary, 33 minutes, makes the case for just how Americans can and should protect themselves. So members of the Heritage Foundation already up to speed on the effects of Obama's budget cut request of some $1.4 billion in missile defense. That's a budget cut at the absolute wrong time. If you become a member at AskHeritage.org, you can view highlights of this documentary, www.askheritage.org. Become a member. I am. It's cost-effective. One of the many, many things you suddenly have access to is setting up a screening of this film with friends and neighbors. 33 minutes. AskHeritage.org.
Here we have North Korea at it again. Rumors that they're going to conduct another long-range missile test this week. You know, our friends at the Heritage Foundation, they have the facts on the damage that a nuclear missile could cause. And they have great graphics on their website, askheritage.org. And it shows the catastrophic effect of one North Korea nuclear device that it would have, for example, in the city of Seattle. You have to see this graphic. It was recently, they recently detonated a nuclear device that would have been 4 kilotons, which is about the fourth of the size of the one that hit Hiroshima. And our friends at the Heritage Foundation, askheritage.org, they show the fatalities that type of attack would cause. A 10-kiloton bomb detonated over Seattle would kill nearly 80,000 people. Debilitate another 42,000 people within 48 hours. Now, that's 122,000 men, women, and children dead or incapacitated. And we talk about a lot of other issues on this program, the economy, taxes, socialism, now health care. None of this is as important as the issue of protecting ourselves from a nuclear attack, because there will be no America left. Anyway, they've got this film in 33 minutes, how long it would take a ballistic missile to reach and obliterate a U.S. city from North Korea. And you can watch it at askheritage.org. And I also hope you'll become a proud member of the Heritage Foundation, as I am, as they provide the intellectual firepower to battle back against socialism and a weakening of our national defense. Things are getting worse day by day as we see North Korea's at it all over again. You know, now more rumors are going to conduct yet another long-range missile test this week. Now, our friends at the Heritage Foundation at askheritage.org, they have the facts of the damage a nuclear missile could cause. And literally, for example, they detonated this nuclear device. They're testing one missile after another. You know, they talk about and show you graphics of a 10-kiloton bomb and what it would do to the city of Seattle. 122,000 men, women, and children would be dead or incapacitated. They've got a film, 33 minutes, which is how long it would take a ballistic missile to reach and obliterate a U.S. city from North Korea. And at the same time, Kim Jong-il's going all in, and this is, I guess, the test that Joe Biden was talking about. And Barack Obama's cutting missile defenses and talking about unilaterally disarming in a world without nukes. I mean, that is unilateral disarmament. Now, you got to see this movie, this documentary, 33 minutes, on the website, askheritage.org, and I hope you'll become a proud member of the Heritage Foundation, as I am.
And you don't need to get engaged or involved in it. The North Koreans, ladies and gentlemen, are now talking about nuclear war. After the UN sanctions, the North Koreans are saying, well, screw you, we're in a nuclear war. And the Chi-Coms, our buds, are saying, you better not use any militaristic approaches here to dealing with our friends, the North Koreans. Now, everybody's looking at Iran. And everybody's looking at Obama's domestic agenda. North Korea front and center in terms of making news. People at the Heritage Foundation have been reading research, insightful information at AskHeritage.org for some time. And long before the people in the drive-by media, the state-run media, picked up the story on North Korea, the Heritage Foundation was producing and releasing a film called 33 Minutes. 33 minutes is the length of time it would take for a nuclear ballistic missile launched from North Korea to reach a U.S. city. 33 minutes. And Obama's talking about cutting missile defense at the same time. This is a chilling documentary. Makes the case for just how America can and should protect itself. So members of the Heritage Foundation are already up to speed on the effect of Obama's budget cut request, $1.4 billion in missile defense, as being wrong at this time. You can see highlights of this documentary at www.askheritage.org. Become a member. I am a member. And you'll be one of many other people. And you'll be able to see many, many things that you suddenly have access to. And you can set up a screening of this film with friends and neighbors. AskHeritage.org. They're doing great work there. And this documentary, 33 Minutes, is a great illustration.